Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mermaid Radio. You are listening to this week's Universal Energy reading using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve prophecy cards. I am Mami Olufunke. This reading is in effect from today, Monday, February 1st, through Sunday, February 7th, 2021. Let's get started. The universal energy reading for the planet this week sees 6 Cowrie on the mat and Izan Azaka in the Veve prophecy cards. Here, Earth Mother wants the people to observe, to pay attention, to know what's going on with the planet so that we can pray and put our mind to work with the planet and not against this planet. This reading says that we really have to pay attention. And although it's a Mercury retrograde, it's showing us some things that we're not aware of. For instance, a friend of mine keeps up with the planets on Instagram, put it in their feed, a picture of the moon. And this beautiful full moon we had over the weekend is phenomenal. It's always phenomenal. Every time it happens, it's a beautiful full moon. But he sent a picture someone took of the moon. And on the face of the moon, there's all these little black dots in a line all across the middle of the equator of the moon. And I had to stretch the picture to see what is these little black dots across the moon. I've never seen that before. It was satellites lined up. They must be I don't know how many, 2,000 miles apart, I guess. I'm just approximating. And they're across the face of the moon. Now, what kind of witchcraft is this? Excuse me. So, I'm saying, what kind of situation is this? What is going on? Why do people need satellites facing the moon or close to the moon facing the earth? What is the purpose? But that I saw it, that observation, I want to share with everyone so we can do our research and we can find out more about who, what, why these satellites are next to the moon. What could it possibly do for the earth, for the good of this world? I don't know. But I know that if you can transmit frequencies that allow people to speak to one another around the globe, if you can transmit frequencies that influence weather, influence the tide, influence how we think about things, how the food grows, how the trees grow, we have to be very careful with commanding those kind of powers because we are human beings. We can best take care of ourselves in the situation in which we find ourselves on this planet. We know what we're doing with that. And there are some of us who know more than others. And we go to those people so that they can help us when we run into trouble with our bodies, with our mind, with our spirit even. But when it comes to the movement of this planet and the interaction between the planet and the moon, that is none of our business. And I think we should cease and desist with that behavior, but I'm sure we're not going to, because the people who have the resources to put that in effect are invested in it, and they think that they're doing something. I hope they think they're doing something good, because then good will come of it. Ashe. The universal energy reading for the people this week also sees 6 Cowrie on the mat and Osayen Agbaorun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here between us, where people are not really spiritually developed and where people are not in tune with their higher selves, not in tune with their morality, we will find corruption between people. People will want to take control of other people's property. People will want to be mischievous. And right now, we have to be on the lookout for people who would behave that way. It's quarantine time. We shouldn't be having a lot of people over to our environment. So there won't be anyone to blame for when something is missing, or someone tries to come in and want to stay. Be careful. People, it's cold outside here. It's snowing, snow on the ground. There's no place to really rest if you do not have an apartment or a house or a car or a van or something you can live in, an RV. So just be careful with people this week. It seems like people are not happy. People really haven't been happy since the year began, but this week with 6 Cowrie in effect, communications will be tricky. We need to honor Eshu, make sure Eshu is alert so that what communications we do try to make will come out the way we want them to come out. Ashe. The universal energy reading for love this week sees 5 Cowrie on the mat and Azaka Akbao Room in the Veve prophecy card. 5 Cowrie says we need to beautify and we need to interact and network and be beautiful and be gracious. But we have to be careful of the group activities because people are not happy. And people will want to use potent magic, big magic, to quell something that the magic of just ignoring it would work just as well. And people could really get hurt this week by people pointing fingers and casting eyes and saying incantations and actually working ceremony against one another. We have to be careful in love, especially when you get jealous, you're hurt, somebody said something, somebody did something, who didn't come home. I know you like my friend, and we have to be careful because we could really hurt people if we have the know-how, the time, the energy, and the willingness. And so breathe deeply, everyone. Realize that today is today, and to incur the debt of lashing out at people, it won't be worth it this week. It might not be in the long run worth it. So, and if it misses the person you're sending it to, it could hit somebody that you care for. So be careful throwing magic, and be careful working love spells on people who are bound to another, married people, people in committed relationships. Ashe. The universal energy reading for money this week sees 5 Cowrie on the mat and Shango Azaka in the Veve prophecy cards. Our money says that artistically we could really see progress and we could attract a profit, but we're inconsistent in our focus, and we change our objectives too frequently. Also, we have to really know that if you're feeling inconsistent, if you're feeling jealous, if you're feeling like you want to grasp other people's property, wash your head. Do use the coconut milk, coconut water, pray over it, whatever prayers you know, and pray for what you want, and wash your head with the water. Just chill. This week is a little rough between people. It's a little rough in money. Group projects where money is, if you promise you're going to do it, you will have to find the wherewithal. Take your vitamins, exercise, see your therapist, whatever you have to do to bring yourself into the mood of delivering on your promises. Being inspired artistically, whatever you have to do. Dance, sing, run. Ashe. The universal energy reading for health and well-being this week sees a wonderful 8 cowrie on the mat and Obatala Ogun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here we have to stick to our plans for our beautiful diet, our exercise, taking our vitamins, thinking in a good way so that we can continue to manifest health, radiance. It's something that we have invested in and we're looking to see a good return on our investment, and it's working. Health and well-being is good for the people right now. We're rested. We've had time to think. We've had time to make some plans, and we need to follow through. And we will see continued success in our health and other areas of our life as well. Ashe. The universal energy reading for spiritual development sees 10 cowrie on the mat and Olodumare Olokun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here we're trying to cry over spilled milk. Oh, we wish we would have started sooner. Oh, why didn't we do that initiation when we had the chance, and all of these things, but we don't need to worry about any of that. Life is good, all is well, and so it is. And we need to continue understanding that and use the information that we have, because whatever information that you have this year, as you use it, rogation, washing your head, pouring libation, cooking meals for the Orisha, dancing for the Orisha, singing for the Orisha, all of these interactions with spirit will be exponential in how they go out into the universe, and what you gain from it will be exponential in return, because this year is the year of doing your practice and gaining from it. That's what I saw for this year. So use your genius, use your information, use your talents. The pictures you draw for the Orisha this week will be phenomenal. The sculpture you draw, the songs you write, all of these things will be phenomenal this week. So work on it. Ashe. This has been Mami Olufunke's Universal Energy Reading. I thank you for joining me this week. If you like this information and find it useful, please like, subscribe, add notifications to know when the next video is available. Again, I want to thank my wonderful new subscribers over the last week. I'm praying to have at least 1,000 subscribers by the Christmas time this year. So please, everyone, let your family and friends know. If you're watching these videos and you have not yet, please subscribe to MermaidRadio. Have a great week, everyone. Odabo.